By 2030, everything should be seamless. It should be tokenized, so it's automatic PANs that is generated, these card numbers that is generated, and you don't need passwords because you have biometric solutions like passkeys.
All right, Erik, for those who have not had the pleasure of meeting you, please tell me who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. So my name is Erik Gutwasser, and I'm the Divisional President of Mastercard in Northern Europe.
All right, Erik, things have been changing drastically since we last met. We met last year, and it feels like 10 years have gone past just because of just how much stuff is happening, especially when it comes to AI. And now the talk about town is agentic commerce. Can you explain for those out there who still are trying to catch up with all the speed of change, what is agentic commerce?
Agentic commerce, it's actually that you have an AI agent that helps you during the e-commerce journey to do shopping on your behalf even. So what it does is that it does both collect information for you, it compares information, and it can even do the purchase on your behalf. So to put it a little bit into perspective, if I would search for something today, I'm quite particular with what I want, so we'll have defined parameters. Let's say that I want the best running shoes there is, and I want them in a certain color, I want them bright yellow. I know that, but for me to find that now, I need to start to read a lot of reviews, I need to search for the best price, and after a while I have like 10 different pages open, and I need just to go back and forth and compare that. What this AI agent will do, it will do all that work on your behalf and summarize that in a very easy digestible way so that you can see really what is the best running shoe for you that is bright yellow. And even better than that, it knows your preferences. It knows what you have bought previous times. It knows your budget. It knows that you are very keen that it should be sustainable as well. And it can take in all those parameters in this analysis to really provide you with the best pair of sneakers there is out there. And not only that, it can also actually do the purchase on your behalf.
Okay, so we're talking about like a shopping concierge enabled by AI technology.
Yeah, it is your, like for me, like going out shopping with my wife. She knows more than I do what I want and my budget and everything and where I want to buy it. And that's experience, but not only for things that you know about, but you can also do it within completely new green fields that is maybe not that comfortable for you and that you know anything about, because the AI agent knows it and it knows your preferences and can connect the two of it to make it extremely powerful.
Amazing.
It is.
All right, now in the context of agentic commerce, can you tell me what is Mastercard doing when it comes to agentic pay?
Yeah, so overall, this is everything, as you said, with AI, it's moving fast, and payments is moving fast as well. And it's a transformational journey we're on. We have set up a 2030 strategy for online payments, and what that means is that nowadays you read on your card, you have your PAN number, this number you have here, you put in potentially a password and so on. That should be history by 2030. By 2030, everything should be seamless, it should be tokenized, so it's automatic PANs that is generated, these card numbers that is generated, and you don't need passwords because you have biometric solutions like passkeys. So that is the foundation of everything that we're doing within payments. So already, in 4 years, this is soon, that should be a reality. No manual PAN entry. And linked to that, when agentic commerce came up, we said, okay, do we want to reinvent something new, or do we want to link this to the use case and the strategy that we have already set up? And the good thing here is that it suits perfectly into our 2030 strategy, because having tokens out there, they can be customized and done very much securely, both with consent as well as different type of requirements, and work within a standardized way within these agents. So what we did then was that we packaged agentic pay, Mastercard agentic pay. So what that is that, first of all, figuring out there will be a lot of different agents out there. Some will be very good agents and legal agents, and some unfortunately not. So first of it is to set a standard to see, okay, what are the standard requirements that an agent should fulfill, and which ones are the trustworthy ones, and fulfill those standards. So that's number one. Second one is to find an interface, because there's a lot of players that needs to interact here. We have the consumer that wants to buy something, we have the merchants that want to sell something, but then you also have the consumer's bank, the issuing side, you have the merchant bank, the acquiring side, and everyone here needs to understand that it's actually an agent doing the shopping, so that they can take the decisions based on that. And more so, even the retailers, they need to change how they structure the data and so on. It's very different when I go in as a private individual to a homepage and search for information versus an agent. So therefore, again, creating standards, interfaces that can standardize that, how that information is provided. And lastly, the consumer consent. So what is my definition of the best running shoe that is bright yellow? Is yellowish okay? Is what is best? Is it best versus price? Is it best? Like, what is that type of consent that you have given to really clarify that, so that it is security and certainty for everyone that is part of the chain? That's what the Mastercard agentic commerce is about.
Wow! It paints a really exciting future to look forward to.
Yeah.
Now, Erik, I know that recently Mastercard completed the first ever European live agent pay with Santander. Tell me, what does that prove?
Actually, that proves that it's here and live and real in Europe. That's what it proves. That we're able to do agentic commerce from the step where the consumer sets certain criteria through doing a genuine payment throughout one of the biggest banks, and actually enabled to do that in a secure, safe, and reliable way. And that was something that happened early March, and I think that's just a start case. So even though it's not commercially live, that really proves that it's here and now.
And you've also talked about this vision for 2030. Now, what needs to happen between now and then for us to be able to enjoy that seamless nature of shopping, that agentic shopping experience that you've just described?
I think overall what we saw now earlier this week with the Santander case, it is here in Europe as well. We've seen quite a lot of cases in US. So US has really been on the forefront of this, but we're seeing as well that it starts to spread and being actually live. It's not commercially live with Santander, to be honest, but I think we've all been impressed about the speed of change within AI overall. Okay, it's something everyone has been talking about and we have adopted for like 15 years within our systems, but the speed of adoption by also consumers, I think that's what we have been truly impressed about. So therefore by 2030, I think what we need to do then, and what we're seeing now is that by then we should have created these standards. We should have really been able to draw up these protocols, so that not only we have certain agents that is trusted, but actually we have a full ecosystem that is built up for agentic commerce, meaning that even an agent will then talk with different type of other agents, niche agents and so on, that are specialized within certain needs, but all in a seamless way, because there are standardized and protocols set up for the full ecosystem, including the agents, including the acquirers, the issuers, the merchants, as well as the consumers. And this is all then standardized and secure and convenient for everyone. And I think by 2030 we should get there, and we should be a fully embedded experience in this.
Okay, great. Now, Erik, we are just a few weeks away from Stockholm FinTech Week 2026. And we're going to be on stage discussing more about this agent pay, agentic commerce. Can you give us a sneak peek of what the audience can expect to hear from Mastercard as we take the stage and continue this conversation?
No, but I think the agentic commerce is an interesting topic for sure. But I think also like just how we're setting the foundation here today, when we're creating the new standards already today with the tokenized agenda, and how nicely that set us up for the agentic experience, but also just having a better use case online. We're writing history now, like we're changing in the physical space, we have done so many transformational technology changes during the year, from zigzag machines, chip and pin, you tap and pay, and so on. But in the e-commerce space, it's been like manual pan entry. That's like been the standard. Now we're taking technology shift to change that to tokens, to have a one-click checkout overall, and then that sets the foundation as well for the agentic commerce and to be able to do commerce in a completely new way. And I think coming together and seeing how that fits in, I think that's a little bit what we will be discussing.
Yeah. All right. Well, Erik, I'm really looking forward to being with you on stage and hearing more about what Mastercard is doing with agentic commerce, agentic pay, and I'm sure the audience will be looking forward to hearing about that as well.
Great. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it as well.
Likewise. Thank you, Erik.
Thank you.